One of the bigger original hits over the previous few years, 2020's Extraction provided the streaming bigwig with a new franchise starter in the form of Chris Hemsworth's rough-as-guts Aussie black market mercenary for hire Tyler Rake, and without attempting to reinvent the wheel in any way, shape or form. 3 years on, we now have Extraction 2. The type of safe sequel that is going to ensure anyone that had a great time with Tyler first time around running and gunning through Bangladesh is going to have a repeat experience this go around. While anyone that found the Hemsworth lead action thriller nothing more than mindlessly acceptable are highly unlikely to be converted by this experience. Extraction 2 dishes up the same high body count thrill ride meal this go around in what amounts to another film with some seriously impressive action beats but an equally undercooked and raw set of characters/story arcs. Highlighted by what is likely to remain one of if not the best 2023 action sequences that sees Rake take part in an extensive one-take sequence that features prison riots, helicopter chases and more hand-to-hand combat than a raid double bill. When Extraction 2's significantly impressive action setups are underway, it's operating at an elite level, but despite all the wizardry in this department that director Sam Hargrave and his team conjure up, there's a lot of lameness present in Extraction 2 elsewhere that anchors it down in a big way. Wasting precious little time on getting over the fact Rake was last seen knocking on death's door in the first outing. Hargrave and his leading man get Rake and his crack team that includes Golshifta Farahani's and Adam Bessa's Nick and Yez Khan moving at a rapid pace to transport us to the country of Georgia, where Rake's next extraction mission is located and where we meet our collection of cookie-cutter side characters that includes your new candidate for Most Annoying Movie Person of the Year, Andro Japarja's Sandro Radiani. Seemingly developed for no other reason than to progress the film's plot beyond that of its core extraction sequence that will get tongues wagging and audiences talking in that buzzy way needed for direct-to-streaming films to stand out from the crowd. Sandro is a bastion as to why Extraction 2 can never break free and become the new age action classic it potentially might have been with questionable scripting, characters and narrative decisions all working against a film that puts all of its best eggs in one early basket and never really gets close to delivering to the same level the next hour or so following. With a third Extraction already proudly announced by Netflix and the creative team behind the Rake feature film universe, this Chris Hemsworth and Russ Brothers-backed property still has a chance to prove it's worthy of being considered alongside the greats of the action thriller genre, but at this stage it's still nothing more than an impressively staged experience with little to no heart and soul. We may get to know a little more about Tyler Rake this time around, but despite a noteworthy extended action sequence, Extraction 2 is another cold movie-going experience that feels like a little brother to the kings of the genre it wants to conquer. What's most impressive is the camera work. There is a 20-minute sequence without any visible cuts that is so immersive. You will be blown away by the impressive technological achievement this crew has achieved. I could hardly believe what I was watching. Helicopters landing on moving trains and cameras going in and out of windows have never been easier to follow. This is not a gimmick, it's a highly efficient tool used to make the movie highly intriguing. The rest of the movie does sadly not live up to what the first act had to offer. It goes from an action masterpiece to another generic action thriller by Netflix. It should honestly have ended after 50 minutes. There is no way you could top what we've just seen. The story doesn't justify the action. They are fighting, but why? They go back and forth between each other, and at one point it gets tiresome. Just finish it up already. Overall, a movie worth your time with some spectacular action. If you like this video, please do subscribe and support us. Thank you.